What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It has been probably like a month since I uploaded. There's reasons for that. I was very busy trying to handle up business, closing out the summer. But I am now back in ATL, Atlanta, Georgia, back locked in trading. And yeah, today was a challenging day. I ended up coming out with the dub. First trade, we edged my TP by like 3 points, and I ended up getting break even. Learned a humongous lesson there. And then my next trade, I was able to re-enter the trade with a very. The feel was not as good, but ended up coming out profitable. Um, yeah. So let me go ahead and get into it. I actually forgot to record this in my first video. So used to it all being on the same tab, but coming into the market, this is what I saw. So, on ES, and excuse the screenshot being so long, my monitor is kind of big now. ES, we put in a new all-time high. NQ, we were way behind, but this was my thought process with NQ, right? NQ was the major push bearish to go tap into the monthly gap that eventually caused us to shoot up, and we are V-shaping out of it. So even though we're lagging way behind, we have all of this low resistance liquidity. If you look at like the monthly and weekly chart, we tapped into 50% of that range. So we have no reason to go lower. And we're also disrespecting bearish PD arrays. Like we got a gap here, disrespect volume imbalance here, disrespect it. So I don't want to see anything but longs. I'm longing till I'm wrong for the foreseeable future, honestly. So y'all should hop on that wave. Coming into the day, I got on about, we just go to 9:30. And this was crazy. So we opened up the charts. And I'll show y'all the 5 minute. I usually like to watch how the first 5 minute candle does. And just look at this, like 180 points, I want to say. Yeah, so we put in a 180 point candle. So at this point, I'm like, okay, let me see some type of retracement. Do we get that? No, we do not. So we put this in, and honestly, in the back of my mind, I said, okay, we're accumulating right here. We're putting in, a nice little low resistance liquidity run right here that I wouldn't be mad at seeing get ran. But what do I look like entering off the first 30-second close? We did tap into this 5 minute gap and get strong displacement out of it. But when the market opens, there's usually a lot of fake outs, a lot of volatility. This could have easily closed right here. We put in an order block coming and sweep through all of this. So I didn't take that. I waited on like the first 10 minutes to go by, so I skipped through. One more candle. All right, and boom, this is where I start looking for entries. So I said, okay, if we get this change in the state right here, I'll take it. Because I think we tapped into one of these ranges. And so yeah, I think once we got that, that's where I first entered targeting. Well, actually, I lied. I still was waiting right here. Okay, so we got some real pullback right here. And I want to say I entered. Okay, let me go back some. So I want to say off this candle, once we came down, I think we tapped like OTE of this range. So from here to here, yeah, came down, tapped this 0.5, got the change in the state. And I could just go ahead and exit replay mode so I can see the actual executions. So yeah, I entered off this candle closure. I'm not sure why my stuff isn't showing, but I entered off this candle closure, targeting this buy side. I want to say that was a 4 hour high. So cool little 1-to-1. Once we got this strong displacement, I went ahead and moved my stop up to here. Now this is what I wish I would have done differently. So at this point I switched to the 1 minute, right? Once we got up to this, I mean, like I said, we were 3 points away from my high. And I think we're gonna, yeah, probably about to go get my next one. But I just wanted to see my piece of the puzzle. So we were 3 points away. Yeah, literally 3 points. So at this point, what I should have done, I should have gone risk free with my new stop loss at this protected low right here. We put in a fair value gap. We tapped it again, right? I could have put my stop loss here. That would have gave me a solid chunk of change, and I would have been done for the day. But once I saw this come down, I marked out my new OTE of this new range from here, from this low. I want to say this was a 2 minute or a 30 second. I got it from somewhere. It's OTE of some range. But yeah, we came down. We tapped the point 0.5, the 0.62 of this range, and now this is where I say it was a rough day because I, just from my trading knowledge, when we tap something like this in wick, I'm more sure than not we're gonna go get the target, especially when we came 3 points close of edging it and hitting it. But I said, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna follow my rules. So I waited on this 2 minutes to close and get inversed, even though I could have entered way down here. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go for a cool 1-to-1 with the good protected stop loss. So I put my stop right here, take profit a little bit above this line, just so I could secure my 1-to-1. And that was it for the day. Taking 2 trades a day, not forcing anything, not revenge trading. And yeah, this is what disciplined trading looks like. I saw a move that I could have taken at 9:30 off open. I didn't. I waited all the way till 9:45. My 9:45 candle, I was in that trade for 10 minutes. Watched it get 3 points from my take profit. 3 points. I could have revenge traded. I mean, we got an inverse right here. I could have took a short. There's so many things I could have done, but I did. I just waited on another clear entry to provide itself, and I took that. So yeah, for all y'all out there still struggling, there's 1,000,001 trading opportunities. Just wait for yours to present itself. Appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I am back, locked in. I know y'all miss me. Peace out. Catch y'all.